Today I wanted to do something a little bit different than what I usually do for my regular vlogs and videos. In the past, I've done Q&As and I've done little tidbits like that, but I was thinking, Tech Week is coming up. It's actually tomorrow. It starts tomorrow. Tech Week starts tomorrow, so I'm trying to get everything together and everything ready for the week, because once it gets to Tech Week, you're just kind of going crazy a little bit, but it's fine. I've started packing my bag and getting all my stuff together, and I've decided why not go ahead and show you guys what I'm taking with me to Tech Week and what I usually like to take with me to Tech Weeks. I've been in theater for a very long time, so I've learned a couple tricks and tips here and there, especially being in it as a child and growing up into it. I've learned a lot of things that have been very helpful, so maybe you can learn something from this. Maybe. Here we go! Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to go through is my bag, which is sorry, I almost knocked something over. Which is the cutest little bag. I got it from Books A Million. It's one of my favorites. I've been using it specifically for Shrek rehearsals because it's nice and big and it's so cute. I love all the flowers on it, but it's a nice little tote bag. It's got little pockets. You don't have to know all the details, but here we are. Okay, so the first thing that I have that I'm gonna pull out is my water bottle. Now, I actually have two of these. I have this one and then I have a jumbo one. And the reason that I like to have two water bottles specifically for Tech Week only and the shows is because I like to have a water bottle on each side of the stage. For SpongeBob, I did this and it really benefited me because when I would have to be on one side of the stage and, you know, I needed to get some water really quick, I had it right there. If I was on the other side of the stage, I had another one right there. So I didn't have to run back and forth to grab my water bottle, which just really helped me, especially when I had scenes coming after each other. So I'm gonna be doing that again for this show because I do have scenes where I go back and forth and I just can't think about trying to find my water bottle in the process. The next thing that I have is my bag of Cheerios. I love Cheerios. These are one of my favorite snacks, especially for just theater or rehearsals, because I feel like, I don't know, they're just an easy, light snack. I love them, so I'm like, why not just bring them with me? I like to keep a snack or two with me on hand, even if I'm not planning to be gone for long or at a rehearsal for very long or I've already eaten, just because you never know. You might get hungry, you might need a little something to pick you up, so I like to keep these in my bag. The other thing that I have are my shoes. This looks like a pillow, I understand. Let me open it. I had a shoe bag and I was in the process of looking for it, but I could not find it, so I decided to use a pillowcase for my shoes. I just didn't want to get them ruined. I didn't want to just take a chance, and so I decided to put them in a pillowcase so that way they would be nice and protected. These are my shoes. They are absolutely gorgeous. I've had a few little problems with them, but overall they've been great. They've been really flexible, really comfy and cozy. All right, the next thing that I have, of course, is my charger for my phone. This is a 10-foot cord, and I love this cord because it's so nice to just have, because usually when you're backstage somewhere, there's only maybe one or two outlets that I've been aware of, and so I love to have a long cord so that way I can be fully prepared to charge my phone. Alrighty, next thing I have is my pencil bag. It's purple, like almost everything I own, which is really weird because I'm not a purple person, but apparently I am drawn to purple. I do have highlighters in here, but with the script that we're using for Shrek, we're not allowed to highlight in it. We're only allowed to use pencil, so I don't really use my highlighters, but I just keep them in here just in case if I need it for notes or anything like that. But I do have a bunch of pencils in here, so that way I am ready to go when I need a pencil. Alrighty, the other thing that I have in here is my toiletry bag, and I don't have all of them in here because I'm about to show you where I do have them. But in here, like, I have a lot of like little necessities like stomach pills and Advil and hand sanitizer, little things like that, just to kind of keep me healthy and well. I also have these guys. I just made these yesterday. They are for my wig, and if you recognize these, they're the ones that wrap around the braid. So I'm going to be putting these in the wig this week to see how they look, and and I'm super excited because they match my dress. Something else that I have, and I don't know if I'm gonna need it, but I have a leotard. I used this for SpongeBob and it was so nice because it was so comfortable. It didn't ride up and it was just there. But I might have to wear a leotard under my costume. It might make me feel better. It always depends on how the costume fits and how I feel. So I might wear this, I might not. It always depends, but I just keep it with me just in case. Alrighty, the other thing that I have, of course, is my script. It's very colorful and very fun. All the tabs up here is of the score, and then all of this is the scenes and acts, and then my pink little tabs are actually for scenes that I really struggle with or just have some little problems here and there, so I like to make sure that I'm actually going over those a lot more than others. But yeah, this is, you know, coming in handy, coming in clutch, as they like to say. And then lastly in my bag is my notebook. I don't use this so much, but I do use it for cue lines and things like that. I have all of my cue lines in here, and I write down who says the cue line, so that way I know who I'm speaking to or who's in the conversation, so that way I understand what's going on. But I also use this for taking notes on my characters, as well as if there are any notes from the director. I usually will write them in here because sometimes I'll just forget or I just won't remember or comprehend it. So I love going back to this so that way I can look at all the notes that I've gotten and really put it into practice. The next thing I'm going to show you that I usually bring with me to Tech Week is my little caddy. Now this is usually what I put in a lot of my necessities and toiletries and bobby pins and all that jazz. So let's jump on in. So the first few things that I have in here is I love to keep body mist with me because you want to smell good all the time. And when you're sweating, like the whole show, yeah. I have tissues because it's important to have tissues for anything, really. I think the most that I use tissues for is either to wipe my nose or to blot my lipstick or to fix something with my makeup. So tissues are a priority. I have sunscreen, which I don't use a whole lot, but I do like to use it if I want to use it under my makeup. I just keep it with me just because I just really like having it. I have lotion because my face and my skin, especially my hands, get really, really dry, and I love to have lotion on me just to keep everything moisturized. I have deodorant because it's so important to have deodorant. Please wear deodorant. Thank you. A little PSA for you. I have my bag with all of my makeup brushes in it. I love this bag. I got it for my birthday this past year, so I'll be using this for all my makeup stuff. All right, the other thing that I have is I have a comb. I also have this like compact comb and brush thing that I keep with me. I don't brush my hair or anything like that, so I just keep these just in case I need to tease my hair or do anything like that. I have a travel toothbrush because you never know. I have roll-on perfume just in case, because usually I'll be in a situation where I'll just need something to spruce myself up and not necessarily a whole body mist. I have chapstick because I love chapstick and I have it everywhere. I have a blotter, especially for my skin because it gets really oily, so I have to keep blotters with me, especially for shows, because if I get sweaty or I'm just like perspiring, I have to have blotters so that way I can just like get rid of that sweat and like keep my makeup on my face. The last compartment, I have my wig caps, which is so weird for me because I think I've only worn a wig a couple times in my life. Crazy. But for this show, I am wearing a wig for Fiona, which is a given because she has fiery red hair. So I do have some extra wig caps with me just in case. I know a couple of other people were also needing wig caps, so I have extras just in case they need them. I have my headband that I use for putting on my makeup. Since I am actually wearing a wig, I don't have to do my hair, so that's gonna be really nice. I just have to braid it and just bobby pin it so that way I can put the wig cap on. And then the last thing that I have is I have this little glass jar in here, and it has a couple of hair ties just in case, and then I have some bobby pins as well because I need a lot of those. And then lastly, it's not really in a bag, but I have my caboodle with all of my makeup. It's really heavy. I have like all of my makeup in here, and I love to bring all of my makeup with me to Tech Week and everything, even though I probably only need a couple products, mainly because I just don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if they're gonna change makeup looks or want something different, so I always bring everything that I have with me so that way I can be prepared. Plus, I always like to keep my makeup there at the venue that we're performing at, so that way I don't have to lug it with me every day. That goes with, you know, my bag and my caddy. Most of the time I'll take my bag with me, but like my caddy and my makeup and everything, I usually just leave there, and I get get there early to do my hair and makeup, so that way I don't have to lug it with me every day because it gets strenuous. So yeah, that's basically all that is in my theater bag and in my caddy and my makeup. Gosh, I have a lot of stuff. But that's all that I bring with me. Of course, I bring extra stuff just in case, snacks, things that are last minute items, but that's basically it. I'm so excited to get started. I can't wait for Tech Week to come. I'm so pumped about it. That's basically all I have, and I hope y'all enjoyed this. See y'all soon.